After a great block-bumping event to open out the B-League, we turn our sights to the A-League once again with Event 3, Downhill Drag. This is an event that has been in every Tour de Endurance thus far, and we'll see if anyone can catch the Serpent Speeders because they have started with 2 golds in the first 2 events. I am Ramen Powder, and of course I'll be joined by Angus in this fast-paced racing event in Event 3.
This is Tour de Endurance sprint event that has been in every season since. It was won by the Grayscales in 2 seasons, won by the Condiment Kings back in Season 1 as the Expedition Pre-Show shows us how this very simple event to understand is done as the Royal Blues coast to a victory, but this is a longer track. You can see the speed start to dwindle the further they get to the end, so it's not your normal sprint. You've got to keep the speed up, keep it straight, so you can get to the line as quickly as possible and not swerve. If you swerve too much, you could find yourself losing out very easily. As we move on to the main show now, there you see the heats lined up and ready. Mayo from the Condiment Kings, Blackie of the Grayscales, and Shen of the Green Peacocks are very good at this event. Larissa of Neptune Nomads too, and then they see you in this first heat here for the first heat of the day.
Cosmonauts, Neptune Nomads, Jade Jockeys, and the Citrus Sprinters. Neptune Nomads, great start. No one's looking like they'll catch him, but they stumble, and the Citrus Sprinters and the Cosmonauts both will get by them. Commentators curse. I thought the Neptune Nomads had easy win there. Both the Citrus Sprinters and the Cosmonauts just cruised past them, and even the Jade Jockeys got by them too. What happened to the Neptune Nomads?
The longer track perhaps causes more chances to trip up. As you can see, 5 seconds. That is a full second longer than normal on the downhill drag track. So Larissa didn't see that one coming at all, I imagine, and just tripped on themselves as Condiment Kings, Blue Brigade, Honeycombs, and Marauders come down next. 2 captains among them. It's Blue Brigade out in front, but it's pretty much a line behind them. Blue Brigade swept to the side. Everyone passes them up. Marauders and Honeycombs win the race, and Mayo's Condiment Kings is already... Condiment Kings Mayo is already out.
Blue Brigade, after a bit of a nudge with the Honeycombs, their trajectory is just drifting off to the left side, and with how long this track is, the Blue Brigade really got put off their center line. Marauders and the Honeycombs will win out because of that. As we move on to heat number 3, Party Crashers, Hell Clowns, Cheese Balls, and the Serpent Speeders. Serpent Speeders, good start, but they fall back. Here's the Hell Clowns that have the lead. Party Crashers getting into second place, and the Cheese Balls also get tripped up, and they will go back to dead last.
This longer course tripping up several competitors so fast. First the Risk of Neptune Nomads, now the Cheese Balls. Hell Clowns Pennywise is also very good here, and one of the great competitors to move on in pretty much without any worries there. The first sub 5 second time, 4.843 of Pennywise from the Hell Clowns, and Intruder of the Party Crashers moves on with them as Crazy Chickens, Grayscales, Green Peacocks, and White Knights will make up the final heat of the day.
Good start for White Knights. Grayscales well out in front. Green Peacocks, they get tripped up, and they are going to lose advancement to the Crazy Chickens. They were in a decent spot. Grayscales, though, we know how strong they are in this event, and never in doubt for the entirety of this race, they will easily get the win. They're going to be a contender for the gold medal as well, as the Crazy Chickens will also advance on with them.
4.622, unbelievable speed by the Grayscales there, adjusting to this longer length of course absolutely beautifully, and they go into the semi-finals definitely as the favourite. But Hell Clowns Pennywise still pretty good at this event, and Perillo of the Crazy Chickens is still pretty good here as well. But Larissa of Neptune Nomads went from silver in event in season 3 to dead last here. That is tragic as we move on to semi-final A with Hell Clowns, Sprinters, Chickens, and Honeycombs.
Honeycombs had a decent start, but they're falling back a little. Hell Clowns, a nudge! Oh! Citrus Sprinters, and it's going to be very close. The top 3 separated by just a few milliseconds, I'd have to imagine. Crazy Chickens, Citrus Sprinters, and the Hell Clowns, 2 of them can advance, but who will it be?
There was a shoulder there. Citrus Sprinters and Hell Clowns were up ahead. Oh, I think it is just the Hell Clowns and the Crazy Chickens, as the Citrus Sprinters were ahead, but there's that nudge from Pennywise to slow Valencia down, and Perillo is able to just drift straight on past, and tragic for the Citrus Sprinters as semi-final B. Cosmonauts, Grayscales. Well, look at this, a very strong heat in terms of downhill drag, and down they go. It is Grayscales who had a good start, but then they swerve to the left. Marauders and Party Crashers are about to pull an upset here. Grayscales are eliminated from the downhill drag.
That is huge. The Grayscales, potentially the number 1 seed coming into this, one of the favorites for the gold for sure, is knocked out in the semi-finals. The Marauders and the Party Crashers, 2 mainstay teams I have to say for sure, but both of them will put an upset victory here and get advancement to the final. Cosmonauts were nowhere, but it was very close between 2nd and 3rd, especially Citrus Sprinters, Grayscales, Cosmonauts, and the Honeycombs, when it gets 5th through 8th in that order. But now we're going to get ready for the final. Crazy Chickens, Hell Clowns, Party Crashers, and the Marauders. Who takes gold in the downhill drag?
It's been surprise after surprise today so far, and it is very close out of the game. But suddenly, the Party Crashers pull away. They pulled away far. Collision between Marauders and the Hell Clan sends them well behind, and the intruder of the Party Crashers will get the gold in the downhill drag. That is a surprise. I don't think anybody saw that one coming. Crazy Chickens were nowhere to be seen throughout the entire final, despite a great semi-final B run. But the Party Crashers, uncontested in the final, they win by more than half a second. Intruder very happy with this team result.
The Marauders will just barely hold on for second place. It was very close, those two finishing in very different places, but very close across the line. But the Party Crashers, uncontested, will get the third gold of Tour de Endurance. So after Event 3, Serpent Speeders unsurprisingly still in the lead. Crazy Chickens in second place. Party Crashers rise 7 spots into 4th place. Marauders also in that final podium spot. The next event will be the Gravitrax Pursuit in event number 4.
Alright, feel free to complain.